Natalie Barrett's classic novel Tuck Everlasting has landed on Broadway. Led by newcomers Sarah Charles Lewis, Carolee Carmello, Keenan-Bolger and more, the new musical opens officially tonight at the Broadhurst Theatre. We're here to join in with the celebrations. So are you ready to find out the secret of immortality tonight?
Yes, I'm just excited. I love Broadway and I love Broadway openings, and I have so many friends connected to the show, and I don't know the story.
I have absolutely no idea what the musical's about. We're both in for a huge surprise.
This is a brand new musical based on a wonderful old story.
I'm going to see a brand new musical, Tuck Everlasting, written by my good friends Nathan and Chris.
How are you feeling? Your baby brother on Broadway. Are you nervous for him?
I did wake up with a little bit of butterflies. I'm not nervous, but I'm excited, really excited.
Are you familiar with the story of Tuck Everlasting?
I read it, I think when I was 10, so I don't remember it very well. But I think it kind of messed with my head a little bit. I'm curious to see why.
Are you ready to find out the secret of immortality?
Always looking for it. Going back to the movie Cocoon that I directed about 30 years ago, so still searching.
I do have a little boy named Tucker, so I'm very excited for so many reasons to see this. And I'm so excited to be here standing next to Bernadette Peters and Tina Fey. I'm kind of like...
I'm just excited about seeing, something wonderful that's for families.
It's a real family show, so it's going to appeal to families and kids and adults that want to bring a family to a show. So, and it has to do with life, and it has to do with death, and it has to do with the meaning of life. So it has depth to it, but it's also a children's tale.
Why do you think Tuck Everlasting speaks to people? Because it was obviously a classic novel before it was on stage.
Yeah. It asks really big questions. It doesn't shy away. So it asks these questions about life or death in a way that I think is really palatable to both young people and also older people who have lived these big lives, potentially lost people in their life, but we do it with this sort of musical theater bend that I think is really accessible to big audiences.
It's a musical. You leave and everybody in the burger place after is like, would you drink the water? I would drink the water. I would never drink the water. I want to drink the water. And it's fascinating.
Are you feeling on top of the world right now?
I'm very well done. I'm feeling great right now. Yeah, so you could say yes, I'm feeling on top of the world.
I am on top of the world at Tavern on the Green, so that's as far up as you can go.
I am feeling so honored to be here right now, and I feel so excited I can barely talk.
Just for record, how many Broadway shows do you now have running?
4.
How does that feel? I mean, that's incredible achievement, Casey.
It's amazing. I never would have thought even 10 years ago that this would be a reality.
And what a Broadway debut you mastered tonight. You must be so proud of Sarah Charles Lewis right now.
Oh my gosh, she's incredible. And the fact that, we did the show in Atlanta a year ago, and she didn't have those chops yet, and to watch her grow up, she's now turned into an actress.
I mean, amazing what she just did on stage.
You want to eat her up, right? She's kind of incredible. And she's like that every single day. The energy's crazy. She's talking me out of a slump every night.
With Sarah making her Broadway debut, she's the anchor of our show, and to get to see her backstage with little tears in her eyes, being so excited that we're finally here, it was a really special moment I don't think I'll ever forget.
Why do you think audiences will adore Tuck Everlasting as much as you do?
I think Tuck is it's such a beautiful family story and a life-affirming story, and it has a beautiful score.
Why do you think Broadway audiences will identify with Tuck Everlasting?
Because it's a universal story. It's like watching it tonight, I'm thinking about all the people that have come through my life that have passed away or meant something to me.
It's about life and death, and everyone has someone that died. My father died a month and a half ago, and this show was actually pretty therapeutic in that, and I know lots of us talk about that, especially at the end of the show. You relate to the circle of life.
It's beautiful. The ballet at the end, which is so courageous of Casey to stage, is really touching in a positive way. I mean, people leave crying at the ballet, but it's because it's so beautiful and it's so full of life. It's not sad, it's beautiful.
And it's about living a life fully, as opposed to, not living a life fully. People that say, if you could drink the water, would you? And that question, everybody stops and they think about it. They think about it for a second, and what comes into their mind is this notion that, well, if I were living my life fully every moment, then it wouldn't matter.
It's very life-affirming, and I think that's what, if there's anything about live theater, we go every night and share this experience, and
and hopefully you leave feeling you were a part of something really special.
If you have any kind of open heart, you'll just be really touched by the show.